Hello folks, today we're going to be running through a custom game called Gem TD. It doesn't matter which hero you choose, they all build the same thing. Now, this is a tower defense game, and it can be a little overwhelming at first with all this layout. You have all these pop-out tabs, but just stick with me. We're going to go through it one thing at a time, and we'll get through it so you can actually understand how this works, and come to realize this is a really fun TD game, and quite intricate, but fun. So, first thing that you gotta know is you have a hero and you can build 5 towers at a time. Now, the creeps follow this route, so they follow the arrows down and around, and their end goal is to get to this pumpkin here. Now, we want to deny them this delicious candy, so the way we do that is we create a maze. Now, the way we create a maze is we want to get them to take the longest route to get to these 5 waypoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have to go to those. You can't build directly on these circles here, as you can see on these squares. Cannot build here, but you can build anywhere else. So generally what people do is they kind of follow the path here, and then they spiral in the middle, and they build a bunch of strong towers in the middle and then kind of a spiral around it. Now we're gonna build pretty simply here so we can get into it and discover the different kinds of towers. So if you look at the bottom right, there's a little UI, there's a little status square, what you call it, that shows the different gem types. So the first is chipped, flawed, normal, flawless, and perfect. Now you can see 100% is under chipped. That is because we are at level 1. Our character is at level 1, so everything you build will be a chipped kind of gem. Now there are many kinds of gems. I think there are 6 or 7. So there are sapphires, diamonds, topaz, aquamarine, rubies, emeralds. Now they each have an abbreviation. So for example, chipped sapphire is B, chipped diamond is D, chipped topaz is Y, and so forth. Now chipped is, the number represents the level of diamond it is, the level of gem it is. So 1 means it is chipped, 2 means it is flawed, 3 means it's normal, 4 means it's flawless, and 5 means it's perfect. Now the number also signifies how many of the previous tier it takes to make that one. So if, as you can see here, we have 2 chipped amethysts right here. Now because we have 2, we actually get a little merge button, and we can merge both of those into a flawed amethyst. The rest, if we picked any of these ones, they would stay at chipped ruby. Now you can plant 5 towers, but you can only select to keep one of them. Of course, we want to select the strongest one, and I want to warn you guys, as soon as you select the merge button or the select button, it's going to begin the level. That happens when all 4 players have finally selected. So if one person's AFK, that's kind of shitty. That's why I actually recommend that you share unit control. Well, you can't see it because there's no one other people, but you share unit control with the other guys. Now this is best played with others, because you can actually use each other's towers to combine and get higher gems. Now you use your own towers to get certain gem combinations, but if, let's say, one person has a D2, one person has a Y3, one person has a malachite, then whoever has the malachite can build the huge malachite, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and select this. I've selected the flawed amethyst, and let's see how quickly. Okay, so we will actually be able to handle this. Now there are flying levels, I gotta warn you. That's why it's generally suggested that you stick along the pathing for the most part. So there's, I think, 2 or 3 flying levels. There's even a boss flying level. So let's build some more. You may be asking, Phil, at this point, how do I level up so I get percentages on flawed, normal, flawless? Well, that just, you get XP as you beat levels. That's just how it is. Okay. So, we can make this into a good chip topaz. Alright. Let's just look at this formula chart. Now, this formula chart is really important. It shows you what you currently have, so it's lit up in white, what you currently have and what you need to make certain things. So if we wanted to make a silver, we'd want a B1, a D1, and a Y1. So let's try and make a silver. Now there is RNG to take into consideration here, but we'll do what we can. Something that you can actually do is remove pumpkins, or remove towers as well, using this remove button. It's pretty handy if you need to fix things, or you need to replace pumpkins with really powerful towers. So what else do we need? We need a chipped diamond or a chipped sapphire. Alright, so you can see we've leveled up. So now there's an 80% chance for chipped and 20% chance for flawed. Now that is the percent chance that you get when initially placing the towers before you pick them. So let's see if we get any flawed. There's a 20% chance that we'll get flawed, so technically, statistically speaking, we should get one flawed, but it may not be true. By the way, these pumpkins don't appear if you have a full team. These just appear if you're missing people. And since I'm doing this on my own, they have filled themselves in. Okay, so let's... No, that's not a diamond. There we go, that's a diamond. So we'll build the rest of these. And we need a chipped diamond. So we can actually select, or we can directly upgrade and combine. Now, we're gonna go and, just so I can show you the options you get, you can only upgrade once the... If your teammates have certain towers that you need for the combinations, you can only upgrade once the round starts. But if it's your own combinations, you can just merge them right away. But as you can see, this is super effective. Now that we have that going on, we're gonna start mazing a little bit more. Now, I'm not gonna get all fancy and maze in a spiral. I'm actually just going to... I'm actually going to maze back and forth, just in a straight line. That was my favorite TDs actually, when it was point A to point B, but this is a nice nuance, really. Now, let's look at something else. So once a tower gets a certain number of kills, it actually increases the damage. It applies a buff. So as you can see, this one's killed 20, so it gets a 20% damage increase, and this one gets a 10% damage increase. So now we will continue to build up this way. So we did get a flawed aquamarine right off the bat, so we will keep that. And now we just need a normal ruby. Now, because it's an R3, there's actually no chance of us to get that on the initial build, so we're gonna have to actually collect some rubies. Now, if you spend a lot of time putting time into collecting one specific one instead of just kind of rolling what you get with, you kind of set yourself up for a harder time. So we'll see if we get some rubies, but the last game I played, we did not have very good luck with getting rubies at all. All right, so the next wave is invisibility. Now this can be tricky. Especially if you don't have teammates to spread out invisibility wards. Now, the gems that provide invisibility, I forget what they're called, but they are none of what I have right now.
At this moment, he knew he fucked up.
Let's hope we get one. If we don't, we're pretty much fucked. Yeah, we're fucked. We didn't get, yeah, not only did we not get any rubies, but we didn't get any invisibility tracking. So, wait for it. Wait for it. They're going to get the pumpkin. There they are. So by the way, if you lose HP off the pumpkin based on the percentage of HP, like bosses have, I'm not sure if it works the same for creeps, but it might. Alright. Let's build some more. Fortunately, we didn't die in that round because I only took off 5. No rubies, once again. That's okay. We're going to go for a malachite. So we need chipped opal, chipped emerald. There we go. Chipped emerald. So you'll get a better idea with these guys. Because you'll see they have to go back to this point, then they're going to come around through the maze again, go here, here, and then they're going to have to go through the maze one last time. So, you know, it's all about, not just about building a really good combination of towers, but also building a really good long maze for them to have to go through. Beautiful. Let's build some more gems. Ah, this is the one I was talking about, chipped opal. This is the one that reveals invisibility. Now, to get the malachite, we do need a chipped opal. So, now this guy can actually upgrade. And he'll yell it out. You just saw him. He's like, yeah, upgrade me. So this is the flying boss I was telling you about. If we can get him below 50% HP, we will survive. Now that remains to be seen. I think, folks, we may just survive. I have not yet beaten this game mode. Just as a deck. No, okay, that's it. I thought we would have survived. So sad. So this is a game I played later on today, and this just gives you an idea of what? Sorry, I've had a bit of wine. This gives you an idea of the kind of mazes you can make, and just the ring around the rosy you make the enemies do to get to their waypoints. Also, I forgot to mention that a gold is used for 2 things. A, it's used to either mend your pumpkin, which you do just from your hero, or you can also downgrade your towers, downgrade your gems, if you need to drop it back to, like, from an R3 to an R2 or something, in case you need that particular gem for a combination. Well, hopefully that gives you a good idea of how GemTD works, and if you're like me and you're just trying to figure it out for the first time, it can be really, really complex. So if you do what I tell you and you follow this guide mostly, I think you'll be okay. And as always, it's really about communication with your teammates, because you are stronger as 4 people. As you can see, I didn't get very far on my own. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Until then, stay chill, stay frosty, and take care.